and then I'm just going to do it. Tenkai, just a half, okay? So what we want to focus on is entering and then use the inside hip. Don't just come in and spin the outside hip. Actually drive it home with the inside hip. So in, inside. Okay? Thank you. In your posture, right? Don't lean, don't bend over. Stay, you know, like across. Turn and make sure that you're leading. You're just not standing, right? You're affecting your partner, right? So if you slide in too deep and you turn, no effect, right? Figure out where you need to be to get a little lean out of it, right? So I slide in, I connect, and I want him to move, but I want to be in a good position. I want to be solid, okay? So I'm here, I'm going to do a Tenkai, I'm stretch, just stretch. Yeah. Good.
Signature.
So in,
And then let your father pay.
turn. All right. Lean, turn. Posture, full turn, not partial, full. And then back. Okay? Try to work on fully using both sides of our body and not like having a dead hand, and a good leading rotation. What we're going to do is we're going to slide in. I'm going to do a Tenkai. I'm going to turn my hips a little bit more just to get my partner moving a little bit in front of me. Okay? I'm going to be here. I'm going to figure out the rotation of my hip. Just get them to move a little bit more. Get in, shift, and turn. Here, shift, and this hand is not dead. It's alive. All right? For me, everyone does something a little different. I usually ground myself with this hand. So it's down, but it's not dead. Okay? A little bit more. Is as you come in, make your hand just touch your hip, right? And then you turn, now I'm just there. Now I turn a little bit more. Okay. So that way you know you're not pulling. You're using your whole body, right? So I'm here, it stays there. Turn a little bit more. And I'm just gonna throw down and not out because we're crowded, right? And you don't have to throw. Don't throw if there's no space. Right? Here, you enter. Make sure you're stable, right? And then just adjust. Okay. So I'm here, I turn my hips, then I turn, and I turn. So I'm turning on the inside, not on the outside, right? I'm here, I get them led, and then I move. Okay? Enter, and then move. So don't go right to a Tenkai. Do a Tenkai, and then it will morph into a Tenkai, right? Tenkai, and you turn. Okay? Train your hips. Make sure they're not knocking you over, okay? A little bit more. So this is walking backwards, right?
Sorry.
I do this, and then I do this. This is walking backwards.
Okay.
Even though he's going around, I'm walking backwards, okay? So this, I turn, I get him moving. This is walking forward. The two are not the same, right? This is backwards. This is forward. All right? Here, turn. Okay? So you don't have to do a full throw if you don't have space. You can just hold. Okay? It's here. I'm going to move him. Here. I move. Yes. Good. I want to, again, I'm focusing on driving the inside hip. So it starts from here, and then I move it. Then I step in front of him, cut him off. And if you don't have space, it's okay, right? You just, from here, and step. That's good enough. Okay? Good shot. So Eric is here, right?
Over here.
So I enter, I move the inside. So I got him to move. step with him, and I turn. So the whole practice for me right now is, how do I lead him with the inside in, and not just turn this out of play, get him to move. Okay? So again, it's not the throw. It's how do we get to the throw? Many ways to get to the throw. Okay? And then you can, if you have to throw, just do that. Okay? Just to know what you're working on. So this is not incorrect. Okay? That's not incorrect. I come here, I take the grip. But that's not really what I'm working on. What I'm really working on is driving her forward and then move. Because sometimes I may have the tendency to use more of the arm. But I really want to work on this. Yes, moving through with the whole body. Okay? A little bit more. I'm going to drive the inside hip and then turn back. She's here, connect, hips. Still enter, still driving from the inside, and then turn it. Okay, please. Thank you. Here, back. I'm not circling because I don't want to bring him back to me. Right, set, right, drive forward. What I do, for me, is when I bring him back, he has a right hand, right? So he might want to punch me in the head. So I just roll my shoulder. But it also helps me to turn my head.
50.
Okay? By the way, you want to keep it close. Okay? Thank you. Circuit. So intentionally, I'm not doing this and then coming under. Because we have a tendency to raise them up and kind of isolate. So because I want to train my hips more, my elbow always stays close to my body, right? So I try to work from here. Once I go outside of this, I get progressively weaker, right? But if I can stay here, it's more concentrated. So my arms don't move much. I bring my hand to my partner. Now I turn the inside hip as this cuts down. And once again, work on that full rotation. You don't want to kind of go here, turn halfway, because now I'm forcing. It's the body that's turning, that's driving the throat. Okay? Elijah's going to grab, I'm going to step in, I'm going to grab this. Come in, turn this way, turn back. Turn.
No, I know.
Turn.
Not on?
Turn.
No, it's on.
All right? Down, not out. Thank you. I think part 2 is going to work, right? So if you come in and you kind of do this halfway, you have no momentum or energy going back. So when I come in, I really want to commit to forward and then back. But I want to get them extended. So to practice that forward, I'm going to come here, once again in the Tenkai, I'm just going to cut down. Just really commit. Here, turn, and down. Hips, and down. Okay? Go to groups. I think it'll be safe. Okay. So I come through, right? I turn this here, I'm leading up. And I'm already dropping my weight. Okay? So, not exactly that I'm coming here and then just pushing in. I'm coming in, I'm again driving, and then dropping. Okay? Thank you.